welcome back to Shadows of Brimstone. This will be the final episode where Marshall and Ashlee try to make it to town, sell and do a bunch of things, and then that's going to wrap up the mission of City of the Ancients, which they successfully completed. So right now they're at full health, full sanity, and they both recovered a grit, but there's a couple of things we need to do before we get to town. So we'll just say they're on their way to town. They need to roll for travel hazards. If they roll a 1 or 2, they have 1 and 2. So Marshall has a travel hazard, and that's bad news. So let's have a look. The travel hazards are in the adventure book, I think page 56, if I recall correctly. And yes, indeed. And so you roll 3d6 and see what happens. And so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So harried by hellbats. Okay. And I think we've already had that one. Each hero must roll a d6 for every dark stone they're carrying, including an item with a dark stone. And on a roll of 1, that item is snatched away by the hellbats. All right, so let me figure out what they have for darkstone and items, and we'll come back and we'll roll and see if the hellbats snatch the stuff away from them. All right, so I've got their darkstone items and darkstone out, but before we do that, we need to roll for corruption hits. So they're going to take a hit on a 1, 2, 3 just for carrying darkstone right through to the end of the scenario. So Ashlee's going to roll 3 dice, and she's going to take 1 hit. But now she can use her sanity save, willpower save, to try and not take a corruption for that. She rolls a 3. Unfortunately, she does not save. She will be taking 1 corruption. All right. Marshall has 1 darkstone, so he needs to roll a d6. A 1, 2, 3. No, he does not take a hit. So that's okay. They both have 1 corruption on them. Not going to get too concerned about that. All right, now let's roll for the hellbats. Marshall has a 1 darkstone, so let's see if the hellbats carry it away. A 4, they do not. And Ashlee has 2 darkstones, so we'll roll 2 dice for each of the darkstone. And I believe 1 of them gets carried away. I think it's a 1 or 2. I'll have to recheck that. And now the unfortunate thing is her shadow bracelet. The hellbats take that away from her. And it rolled a 6, so no, she gets to keep that. All right, that is what happens. So they basically just have 1 darkstone apiece now, which is good for getting hellstone or darkstone bullets. And now they make it to town. And as soon as they make it to town, if they want to stay at the hotel, of course, they have to spend $10 each to do it. So we will take $20 off their stash to pay for their hotel. And now they have to decide which locations they want to go to. And I think they are both on the first day. What should they do? I think we're going to have Ashlee is going to go over to the doc's office, and we will have Marshall go to the saloon. So let me get that set up and we'll deal with that. Okay, so slight correction. It was the hellbats carried stuff away on a roll of a 1. So she does not lose. Ashlee does not lose the 1 darkstone, so she still has 2 darkstones. Sorry about that. All right, first up, we're going to have Marshall head to the saloon. So he's going to have to roll 2 dice and have an event. Higher the better. 5, not very high. It's a bar fight. And what do we have for bar fight? A nasty bar fight is broken out. Make a strength 5+ test to push your way through to safety. If failed, take d6 wounds from the bumps and bruises that carry over to the next adventure. Oh, isn't that lovely? And his strength is 2. Not a very strong guy, so just to make a 5+ for the bar fight. Come on. And he gets a 6. So he pushes his way out, takes no damage. Unfortunately, I think he is out of there. Push your way through to safety. I think you have to leave the bar because a fight broke out. So that was very kind of useless. All right. Ashlee is over in the doc's office. And first thing she's going to do is she's got just bucket loads of whiskey. And she's going to take 2 of them. And I believe whiskey's worth $50 each. She's just going to sell them. So she's going to sell that for $100. And then she'll be buying bandages afterwards. But, of course, she needs to have a roll for any location event. She rolls 7, And the 7 is all too familiar, the doc's office, no event. So, no event. Now, she can treat her corruption, but she's got 1. I don't think she's going to bother with it. And like I said, she wants to... She sold her whiskey for 100. And she's going to buy 2 bandages with the $100 she just got for selling her whiskey. So now her saddlebag has 2 whiskey, 2 bandages, and a dynamite. And she's also carrying a couple Darkstone. And I think she can't carry anything else. So that's all she's going to do. And now, yes, it's the end of the day. So we need to roll a 6-sided die and see if we have a Frontier Town event. And we don't, because you need to roll that or lower. So now we're going into day 2. All right, day 2. Let me think about this, where they're going to go, and we'll come back. All right, so they've decided where they're going. Marshall's going to head over to the doc's office. And Ashlee is going to go to the Frontier out. Or sorry, she is going to the blacksmith because we want some Darkstone bullets. All right, so at the doc's office, Marshall of course has to roll for an event, and he gets a 6, and that's the same thing. So no event. Everything's as per normal. So while he is there, he is going to get. He has 2 whiskeys and a bandage in his backpack. So I think. In fact, I think he's going to get some herbs, because herbs allow you to heal 2d6 wounds. So he's going to get 2 herbs and a bandage. So that's $250. That's going to be $300, and they have plenty of cash. They have $2,095, I think. So there's $500. So they'll get $200 back from that, and then he is going to be able to stock up on 2 herbs and 1 bandage. And so, and he's going to take one of his whiskeys and he's going to sell it for 50, which means we'll get 50 back. So now his backpack is going to have 2 bandages, 2 herbs, and 1 whiskey. And he sells that whiskey, so that's going to net us back $50. All right. And that's all I think he is going to do at the doc's office. He's not going to worry about his corruption. Remember, he doesn't take a mutation until he has 7 corruption, so no big deal for him. He's finished what he's doing. Now over to Ashlee, who has gone to the blacksmith. And at the blacksmith, yes, let's roll 2 dice. Ooh. Well, okay, 4. Not too bad. A cost increase. There is more work than one blacksmith can handle. All purchase prices are plus $100. Ouch. Okay. Well, she's really here just to get Darkstone bullets. And where are the Darkstone bullets? Darkstone bullets cost $200 plus a Darkstone, but in this instance, it's going to be $300 each plus a Darkstone. So she's going to use her 2 Darkstone and get 2 sets of Darkstone bullets, Darkstone shotgun bullets, which she'll end up giving to Marshall, and Darkstone hunting rifle bullets for herself. So that's going to cost us $600, which, well, again, we have lots of money, so not too bad. Unfortunately, that was a pretty hefty price, but when and if they go back to another adventure, they will now have +1 damage with Darkstone bullets. Okay, and that is going to conclude day 2 in the Frontier Town. Oh, and I forgot they should have paid another $20, of course, at the beginning of the day to stay at the hotel. So just doing that now. And they need to have a possible encounter. And if we roll a 1 or 2, they will have a town encounter. Rolled a 3, so they dodge it. So the next morning they wake up and they have decided they are not going to stay in town any longer. They're going to head out into the wild outdoors and leave the Frontier Town. And that is going to conclude the town visit for Ashlee and Marshall. And that's going to conclude the 2nd mission. We did the 4th Targa Plateau mission, which was basically explore the Targa Plateau. And we ended up having a pretty good battle there. And we pulled it off. And so that is going to end up the series. And without going into specific details, it looks like they ended up with about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 1,000, say around $1,300 in cash. and they have 965 experience between them. All right, well, thanks so much for watching along in that series. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for just, liking videos, subscribing. All these kinds of things are inspirational, of course, to me to continue doing some more series of playthroughs. But I think we're going to leave off Shadows of Brimstone now for a while, possibly forever, I'm not sure, but I will mark down the information in case Marshall and Ashlee decide to return for another adventure. And yes, coming up within a few weeks or so, I will be doing another board or card game complete playthrough. It's what I do here on my channel. And again, thanks so much for watching along, and join me in the next series.